What's going on, gents?
What's
We're
going on, fellas?
doing it again, of course. We are just hitting these hard, and we are having a lot of fun doing it.
We're back at it
Dissecting,
again. Yes.
dissecting modern life dating, modern life relationships, what the world is really, really doing. So, Glenn, you brought this to my attention. It was a viewer email that you received, and it had to do with essentially Oneitis. And I know we've talked about this before. And just to go ahead and explain, just to clarify before we get going, Oneitis essentially is the belief that like this woman is the one. She's the one for you. She's the one forever. That's it. However, we all know and we've learned in this space that that's not true. And so breaking apart from that and being able to identify, okay, this woman is actually not treating me well, not treating me the way that I should. How do I break apart from that, and how do I continue to search for something better? So, Glenn, go ahead and talk about whatever you want, or you can just throw up the email. You tell me.
Yeah, no, so I got this email from a viewer, and this young person wanted to remain anonymous, so we're gonna do our best to keep him anonymous. He's out there trying to, he's trying to play the field and trying to get something going on in his life. So I think it's a little more than Oneitis. I think it's when people don't understand how to spin plates, the proper use of spinning plates. So let's get into it. And just so you guys know, like, I do not charge to read these. If you guys want me to do a Q&A on your guys's letters or your emails, I'll do it, no problem. I know a lot of people that charge, and maybe eventually that will end up being the case, but we just want to help guys, and this is what we're doing. So if you have any questions or anything that you want us to answer, we're going to get into it. So without further ado, let's get into the email from you.
I will say just on what you just said right there, because it made me think about it. I know I had mentioned to some guys earlier, and I'll mention it again here. In the meantime, before it gets to the point where we have to start charging for things, go ahead and leave comments, questions, reach out to us, and we are more than happy to go ahead and react to something and give you the proper advice that you need. So, with this email here, I'll let you go ahead and read it, Glenn.
Hello, Glenn. I am reaching out because I want your opinion regarding my cousin. We are very close, and I worry about the choices he's making when it comes to women. He's playing the field, spinning plates, if you will, which is good. I told him to spin some plates since he doesn't have much experience as far as dating, and not to commit to the first woman that shows him interest. Well, whoever this cousin is a really good cousin. All right, let's just stop by saying that. Whoever this cousin is a nice cousin that actually gives a damn about their loved ones. I have a few cousins that don't give a damn about me. So you know what? Hey, this guy has a better leg up when it comes to family relations than some. What I'm wanting your opinion on is as follows. He is juggling two girls right now. And one of them he really likes, but he won't drop her even with the red flag she's showing. She hasn't put out one. They have gone on several dates, and she's very flighty. Commitment issues. She seems interested one minute and then ghosts him the next. Ooh. Or doesn't seem as interested. I told my cousin to ignore her, to let her chase him. Don't chase her, otherwise she will walk all over him. So he did, and she reached out eventually, but she has baggage, trauma, and some crap from previous relationships. And to me, she does a lot of shit testing to see if my cousin is on the string. Meaning she will still has his interest, even if she's being a modern B word. I think she means bitch. I tell him, or he, I don't know, it was anonymous. So I tell him he needs to drop her. She's too dominant. Her career is first, and she wants to be in charge. Too independent. She's definitely a woke girl. What could I say to him to get him to realize he's wasting his time and he just needs to focus on himself and playing the field safely, of course. Don't want him to accidentally getting an oopsie with the baby mama trauma. And getting him to see the value in where is I? What was I? What?
Right here, in telling her to take a hike and not
to
to fall for the gaslighting anymore or the manipulation she's doing. He's way too into this chick for never having even slept with her yet. There's only been they've only been on max 4 dates, but for some reason he still really wants her, and I worry about him being depressed if he doesn't get her.
Okay. First of all, you've only been on 4 dates and you haven't smashed yet? No, I'm kidding. I mean,
well, see, that's an important point that I think guys need to understand is that typically I'd say 3 dates max. I personally, like, once you get to a certain level, it becomes 2. And then after 2, if you haven't smashed, then you just move on.
I said the number is arbitrary. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The number to me is arbitrary. As long as the interest is there, there's a strong desire. You can feel that genuine desire that, you know what? Because, you know what? Let's just say a woman is religious, right? And those religious vows and those religious beliefs are very strong. And she doesn't want to break them. She wants to stay a virgin until marriage, which no woman does anymore. But let's just say she is that one. Then, you know what? As long as she's showing interest that she wants to do it with you, then I'll be like, okay, keep spinning.
That's fair. Yeah, I just with this, it's like, why her? What is it about her? And a lot of times I find that it becomes the emotional highs and lows that these guys are experiencing with some of these women that they've never experienced before. And so, go ahead. We lost your audio.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep.
I'm wondering what in the world does this girl offer that you are willing to just continue to be with? Like, she hasn't sucked your dick, okay? She hasn't even made you lunch or dinner yet. You've been on dates, so you've been paying out, okay? You like her? Do you like a woman that ghosts you? Like, like this person doesn't want a woman that doesn't want a woman that respect him. She's gonna ghost him. Oh, I like her still. You know what? It's the mentality of like, I can't have. No, what is it? I want what I can't have. So this woman doesn't want him, and he wants her even more.
Guys, I don't think that this man has much experience, to be honest.
No, it says that. It says in the beginning. What's up, Coco? It says that in the beginning that this guy doesn't have experience, and his cousin is encouraging him to spin plates, and because of that, his cousin's seeing him fall for this girl that he hasn't even captured yet, and it's part of the hunt. I get it. The more elusive the lion is, the more you want that lion. You know what I'm saying? The more elusive the tiger is, the more you want to bag that tiger and keep it as a trophy. But at some point, you got to look at it like, yo, this is a hunt that goes both ways.
It's very true. It's very true. And I just, it's difficult because we can tell guys all the time, like, do it this way, do it that way. But it's up to them to actually decide, okay, are they going to go ahead and do it?
It's like, yo, check this out. I want to say this right now. If you guys want to read about red flags, check out the Unplugged Alpha by Rich Cooper. Do yourselves a solid favor, because this girl has more red flags than a communist parade. All right. Like, can we go through the red flag? Can we pull that up again?
Actually, do you want to pull up the email?
Yeah, pull up the email. Let's start pointing out the red flags.
Sure, I'll go ahead and share it again. You know, it's interesting because I actually had Rich Cooper on for a show before, and we were going through his book. Very very well written book. But
I've been on Red Cooper's show a few times, just calling in, just talking shit to him. Like I was on, like I think a week ago. I told him like, because he was looking for like guys that cuck, and I'm like, oh yeah, I let my girlfriend go out and bang all the guys, and I just love watching. He was like, shut up, Glenn, get off the line. He's a buddy of mine. All right, so let's go through this. They went on several dates.
She hasn't put out.
She
They
hasn't
go
put
on
out.
several days. She's very flighty,
She
which means
seems
that
not,
she's
she doesn't
bailing on him. She's canceling on him. She is not being available,
she
and he has
doesn't
to
seem
chase.
interested. She doesn't seem interested. If a bitch is not interested in you, move on to the next one. You know, and I mean in the most respectful way. Like, if she's not interested in you, that means she's interested in someone else.
Yeah. So right here,
you are not the one that gains interest from her.
and
That means you got to work on yourself. Work on yourself.
That's said right here. Essentially, he's chasing her, where he's trying to tell his cousin, ignore her, let her chase you instead. It's a very good point.
Yeah, let's see. She has baggage and trauma and some crap from a previous relationship. Whenever a woman starts unloading her previous drama on you from a previous relationship, that's a sign that that woman is not ready to move on.
She is not over that relationship. Exactly.
No, she's not ready to move on. If she's going to start framing you against what some previous dude did, she's not ready to move on. And guys, that goes for you too. Guys do the same thing. Guys be like, oh, I had a woman like this before and I don't like no, okay? Like when you start unloading your drama, your past pain from your previous on your new girl, you are not ready to move on. Yeah, when a woman shit tests you constantly and just shit testing a lot, like hold on, what did Coco say?
Let's pull that up right there. Wait, but this isn't saying there from when I'm reading that he did stop talking to her and then she did reach out. She didn't show that form of interest unless you think that was part of the rest.
Yeah,
so
no, that did happen. That did happen. He did advise the cousin to stop talking to her, and she did. And then, where is that at? I think that's towards the bottom, right?
Well, one of the things I have to say on this, when it comes to like the shit testing, a lot of these girls that are pretty aggressive with you, you got to be aggressive back. Now, I'm not saying being a fucking dick, but if you are incredibly aggressive back and you are giving back the same sass like the sass that she's giving you, that's how you can kind of turn it around. It's the push and pull game. That's the game of relationships, the game of life.
Yeah, you know, when a girl tries to come hard at you and you know, you just kind of put her in her place, you kind of remind her where her position is. You don't have to push her back. You just got to remind her where her position is. You got to be firm. You got to be the man, you know? That's what she's testing you. When a woman is shit testing you, she's testing your ability to be a man. Are you a man? Are you capable of putting me in check and putting me in my place? Women do it and kids do it. Okay. Kids are like toddlers. You know, kids are like, is the substitute teacher going to check me like the teacher would? That's really what this is, you know, when it's a shit test. You know, like they're testing your, and it's more of a fitness test. I'm testing your fitness as a man. I'm testing your fitness as a partner. Are you capable of being a good man? Or can you put me in my place?
Right. And I think that this line here, she's too dominant. Her career is first, and she wants to be in charge. Too independent. That's exactly it. So if she comes to you and she's saying certain things like, "Oh, like I got this job, I do this, I get paid this much, I'm in charge of this many people. It's like, oh, really, sweetheart? That's awesome.
I'll be like, hey, do you know how to make a steak? Like, can you make me a filet mignon? Like, I really don't give a shit about your job. That's cute. I mean, your job's cute. That's fine. But can you make a filet mignon? Coco, can you make a filet mignon? We already know the answer. It's yes. It's like, what up, Riley? I see you in there.
Yeah, shout out, Riley.
It's like a woman that, here's the problem when I hear guys say a woman's too dominant, is that I think that men are just too pussified. So if the guys are too pussified, of course, any woman's going to seem dominant. So it's like, is she really that dominant? Or is the guy too much of a pussy to be able to step up? But, let's just run with it saying that she's really dominant. She's an alpha female or whatever, what she wants to call herself. I don't deal with alpha females. I don't deal with women that trying to be like men, because that makes me sound like it feels a little gay. Like, I don't know. How about you, Huds? You like an alpha female? Do you want to date another dude?
They're fun to conquer, but they're fun to conquer for a night, but they're not fun to have around.
I don't know. And then she's definitely a woke girl. That says a lot. All right. So she's a feminist woke girl. She's dominant. Her career's first, and she wants to be in charge. Okay, so she wants a doormat. She wants a doormat, you guys. This chick wants a doormat. And actually, she doesn't want a doormat because, I'll say this. Every dominant woman really wants a more dominant man to make them submissive, to make them want to be submissive. So I think I think every woman wants to be submissive. It just takes the right guy to be submissive to. And if you're not the right guy for her to be submissive to, she's going to be dominant towards you.
That's fair. No, it's interesting because when I think back, I had this relationship with this girl who super liberal, and she had a little Wonder Woman poster that hung up next to her side of the bed, and she would always argue with me about certain things, but then whenever we were in a public space and we were actually talking about it in front of other people, she would always side with me. And every time I would really challenge her, she would always side with me. And she wasn't siding with me um, because her base belief was wrong, but it was like deferring to authority, and like she didn't have something to like pull back on to say like, oh, but you're wrong because. And I think it's a very interesting thing because the most successful relationships, they tend to be the man is the leader. And then again, it's not that men are better or women are better. It's that men just they need to take that leadership role, the leadership of the household.
No. Let me explain it to you, Huds. Men are better and they are ordained. Okay? The Bible says God created man first, and everything falls under man, not woman, man. That means the household, the hierarchy of the household is husbands, or God husband's children, or God husband's wife children. Simple as that. That is the structure. There's an order to an operation. All right. That's why CEOs or companies ran by women go broke within 10 years. I'm sorry to say this. Women are not good leaders. I'm sorry to say this. Women are not good leaders. They can lead. They could learn to lead, but naturally they are not good leaders. They should do their job. Be a helper. The Bible calls the woman the helper. When God made Eve, she was referred to as the helper, Adam's helper. So boss bitches are nobody's helper.
I get a question for you, Glenn. Do you know any companies ran by, or like independently created and owned and ran by any of those companies that are septic tank cleaning companies or trash delivery companies or construction working companies by women that are successful?
Absolutely not. Not one. Not even pickup tampons are us. I think that's a male ran business too.
That's exactly, I mean, that's exactly it. And I got to fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure the tampons themselves were invented by men.
Bras were invented by men. Victoria's Secret was made by a man. It
But
wasn't
no,
made by a
men are
woman.
bad. This is a boss bitch world. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you know, take that boss bitch and tell her to go in the kitchen and make a sirloin and a pecan pie and a peach cobbler, please.
Oh, you're cracking me up, man. You're cracking me up. No, it is. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like when we talk about these types of things, because why do you even want to deal again, as it says in the Bible? Like, what is it about the combative woman in the Bible?
It says that a quarrelsome, it's better to live in a desert than in a house with a quarrelsome woman. So, I mean, man, there's so much wisdom in the Bible when it comes to dating and relationships that people really need to stop looking at all these other books and just pick it up and read it, and then you'll understand. My night's going good, Simply Deep. We're just sitting here discussing this email that I got. But like, you know, for real though, it's like interesting. Like, look, there's an order of operations. Excuse me. Men and women are different. Men have certain duties and responsibilities naturally that women don't, and women have certain duties and responsibilities that men don't. And as long as we play our position, we'll thrive, and you'll thrive in relationships. Is when you don't play your position, is when you try to start playing someone else's position, is when we see the type of fuckery that we got going on right now. Okay? Because you know what? I'll tell you right now, I don't want any woman in combat helping me out if I'm in a war. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the Mossad has some badass women that could kick some serious ass over there. But you know what? They had to learn that. It wasn't natural for them. Okay? I'm not saying that just because, you know, men are more dominant than that's where they should be. No, it's just naturally it's where we should be. Naturally, men lead, women follow. I mean, we see that all over the world. Like, if you ask, I got a question. Huds, when you and your girl got together, did you show everybody your girl's picture and ask all your friends whether or not she's hot or not?
Of course not. I didn't give a shit.
Exactly, because you don't fucking care what some other dick thinks about your girl. She's your girl. But women be like, oh, so what do you think about my man? So this is who I'm dating. So what do you think? You think he's cute? Women qualify someone else's cuteness by the hive. They cannot make up their own mind. Therefore, they cannot lead. So this whole boss bitch mentality goes out the window. And you know what? For a guy, I think for guys that want a boss bitch, they just want a mom that would fuck them. They want somebody to do mommy duties that will suck their dick.
And you can do that without having to date one of these boss bitches. I mean, trust me. I've gone 19 years my senior or something. Yeah, 19 years my senior. That was fun, but it wasn't for a serious relationship. It was just to give it a whirl.
But what I'm saying is just like, yo, I mean, that's what these guys that like boss bitches is just like, you guys are men that don't want to be men. You don't want to step up to the plate. So you rather have someone else do it for you. So you want a mommy, you want a woman that's going to mommy you, but also give you some access, you know, right, on the side. Like she'll tuck you in and then give you a little chokey choke or something. I don't know. Like, but that's not going to work. And that's not going to work for her. That may work for her at first. She might think that's fun and games and it's cool. But eventually she's going to be like, yo, I want a real man. And then guess what's going to happen? While you're at home playing your video games, building your Fortnite team up, she's going to say, I'm going to go out with the girls. And she's going to go out with the girls. And she's going to come back at 4 o'clock in the morning because she got turned out by some Chad at the club who doesn't play Fortnite, who actually hits the gym, who is alpha as fuck. And you know what? It might be somebody I know. So because I'm just saying, because we don't mess around with guys that no guys in our circle are guys that are not leveling themselves up.
Right. And I think that this whole thing comes down to, like, why are you even stuck when we talk about, like, where does Oneitis even come from? It comes from a lack of options. Why would you even be hyper focused on somebody like this? Why are you not out there? Why don't you have other things to choose from?
I think this guy finds something attractive in this chick that probably reflects to his mom. Her dominance, her authoritarian, attitudes, probably kind of mommy to him. He kind of likes it. There's probably some sense of security in her being a boss, or telling him how things are going to run, that he finds attractive and safe. And men, let me tell you something, you guys, we're not supposed to be safe. Okay, we are fucking monsters. You got to be a monster. You got to be a risk taker. Women love monsters. All right, the knight in shining armor shit, that's bullshit. Okay, while you're trying to be the knight in shining armor, the monster's up there in that tower railing that girl willingly.
This is truth. This is truth. Oh Lord. No, it's wild. And this is one of those, like, really, we talk about swallowing the red pill, but there's a lot of different things, truths about life that you have to swallow. And that's one of the hard ones to really swallow. This is to understand that nice girl, like, I think back to high school. I'm just thinking about her right now. Everybody thought she was like the sweetest, most wonderful girl in the world. That went to one of our sister schools, because I went to Catholic high school and we had sister schools.
I was going to say sister school. That's right. You went to Catholic school.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. You had to say all the Hail Marys and Jesuses, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was fantastic. I have a painting up there that is hanging in that building, which, it's a side story. That's fun. But yeah, no, it's just interesting. Like, even the sweetest girls in the world, you will hear the wildest stories about, and you thought they were all sweet, and they were all sugar and spice and everything nice. Then little did you know.
It comes down to this. Like, look, this guy's not spinning enough plates. One, I guess he was spinning what, 2 plates. I heard plates, but only heard reference 2 girls, right? Was there only 2 girls referenced?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If this chick's not showing you any interest, you drop her as a plate, or you keep her and you put her in the back burner, and then you pick up another plate and spin. The whole point about spinning plates is to get opportunity to experience a lot of different women, and before you decide who you're going to commit to. It's all about who you're going to decide to commit to before you commit.
I got one for you here. So if I go back to some of the hardcore dating I was doing back in 2020, during the pandemic and whatnot, so I had multiple girls that would come over. So there'd be a girl that would come over, like, we'd have sex once, and then wouldn't really be responsive. Okay, drop that plate. It's not really considered a plate yet. I have a girl that, like, we had sex and, like, we would keep talking and things would go on. We'd see each other a couple times, and then, I could just tell it wasn't going anywhere. Drop that. Okay. I would have girls that would come over, and even on the first date would bring me sushi, bring me different meals. Absolutely fantastic. I had a girl that had her period and spoiled the sheets, and, like, was begging me to take them to the laundromat afterwards. keep them on. Keep these types of girls on board. That's the type of thing. Like, you need to have this girl wanting to be with you. Where's that genuine desire in this girl? There is zero.
This girl has zero genuine desire from. Okay,
Mhm.
I think she wants to keep him in the friend zone. And that's kind of what sounds like she did. Like when he stopped talking to her, then she eventually came around and started talking to him. Well, I wonder how long it took her to notice that he wasn't talking to her.
Right. And I'm sure that actually was probably a couple weeks,
I don't know. I
which is
mean,
far too long.
like, it's like this, you guys, you know, a woman doesn't have to show you her hoo-ha or let you touch her hoo-ha to mean desire. Because I'll tell you this right now, like, when a woman puts out right away in the first date, the first thing that comes in my mind is not that, oh yeah, she's really desiring me. Is like, I wonder how many other guys have touched this. Okay. And do I want to be the next notch? You know, it's the act of desire. It's not her putting out so much that, you know, it's more about the desire. Does she want to? Does she show you that desire that she wants to put out, that she wants to give it to you? That is more meaningful than her actually doing it, in my book.
I think that this comment here that Coco made, I want to read it and I want to respond to it. To me, it sounds like she sees him as a nice guy, but she is probably also playing the field too, correct? And doesn't want to come just yet, but wants him on the back burner. That's correct, but that's the whole fucking problem. You don't want to be a back burner guy. You don't want to be on the back burner.
No, you don't. You know, look, you are either the guy or you're not the guy. Simple as that. Either she is all in for you or she's not. And if she's not, then cut her loose. All right, your time is valuable, so you don't waste your time on women that are half interested. Either all interested or not.
I want to throw this comment up here and I want to say something on it first, and then I want to turn to you. So he's asking you that you seem the type of guy that's not easily enticed into something spontaneous. Wait, actually, now that's confusing me. That's not exactly where I was going to go with it and how I was going to answer it. How would you respond to that?
Um, I'm not easily enticed in spontaneous things. Like, you know, I mean, I am, I'm not. I guess it's situational. Oh, if me and Coco want to go to the beach today, okay, cool. Let's just get up and go. No problem. That's spontaneous enough for me. Um, but if you're like, hey, you know, I just, you know, do you want to go desert jumping and explore the rocks in the desert? I'm like, no, absolutely not. Does not sound enticing at all. I don't want to go look at geology and look at some rocks. No, but I guess it's it depends on the situation. What did you think the question was? And then
So initially, when I read it, I'm thinking about like one of the first dates I went on with my current girl. Um, I took her to a thing in October. It was like 2 months after we were dating, and there was a corn maze. And so we got to the end of a corn maze, and there's a lot of dead ends. And so they had like a fake outhouse out there, and it was at one of the dead ends. And I was like, "Here, come with me. I'm gonna bang you behind that." And so,
oh no, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, so my first date with Coco, right? We were talking before, and I told her exactly what I expected her to wear for that date. Everything from what she wore over her clothes and what she wore underneath her clothes. All right. And then we went to a park where I finger banged the shit out of her because we were right there at a dock and people were fishing. And I'm like, open your legs. And I fucking just all over my hand, she busts. Okay. And then I'm like, no, we're going to the gym. We went to the gym afterwards. So we went to the gym, worked out. And now at this gym that we were at, see, my name was on the board for like the heaviest lifts and stuff. Like I was a trainer there. I was sponsored there. The gym loved me. We went upstairs to like one of the training rooms, and she blew my mind. She sucked my soul through my dick, and I kid you not. Like my legs were shaking and everything. Like that was spontaneous. And then another time, we were driving, I think it was on my lunch break sometime, and we pulled into a parking lot. I'm in my truck and I just banged the fuck out of her in the back. And then we get done, we look, we're in a church parking lot. Like, I'm like, no. We have,
Lord, please, sorry.
we have defiled almost every gym that we've been to.
Oh, that is phenomenal. I love it.
Kid you, there's not a gym safe where we have been in, where we have made, I'm just telling you. And one time, even on set in a film, she like pulls me into the bathroom on set and she just like starts blowing my mind. I'm not gonna. I don't remember. I remember I told you to wear some. Oh man, see now she's in the chat chatting. Babe,
Yeah,
we will deal with that later. We'll deal with that later. I don't remember right now.
No, but that's phenomenal. It's the spontaneity, and you know, it sounds like in this whole email, like just to pull it back to that, his cousin is not doing anything spontaneous. He's not taking control of the situation, and even if he is trying to, he's not doing it in a dominant way that she wants to actually follow.
And you know, there's no such thing as leading from behind.
That I fucking love that quote. That's the quote of this stream. There's no such thing as leading from behind.
There's no such thing as leading from behind. You can't let her lead you and then you guide her where things are going. It doesn't work like that. She's either guiding you or you're guiding her. You lead from the front. All right. Every general that marches into battle marches from the front. Okay. When Moses was, traveling with the Israelites through the desert of Egypt into the promised land, guess what? He was leading from the front. You don't lead from behind. Okay, that's bullshit. That's a stupid saying. Whoever invented that is a dumbass. You don't lead from behind. Okay. If this girl has so many red flags that screams I'm not into you, and the fact is this guy's not spinning enough plates. That's just what it is. Come down to it. He's not spinning enough plates. He's spinning one and her. Like, and he's not dropping her. I'm wondering if he's dropping other girls for her when other girls are more willing.
I don't think so. I mean, and one of the things, this just popped into my mind. I don't know why. But with what we're saying about spinning plates, it's like, if you have like a chicken sandwich at McDonald's, you're like, oh, this is good. Or you have a chicken sandwich at Popeyes. Oh, this is good. But have you had a chicken sandwich everywhere that offers a chicken sandwich? How do you know it's the best? And that's exactly his issue here, is that he is not sampling enough out there to really understand exactly what he wants and to really drive for it.
Yeah, if you guys think like Taco Bell is the best Mexican food in the world, then you are stupid.
Okay, fuck you. It's my favorite restaurant.
If you haven't gone to a Roach Coach where they don't speak, they habla no inglés, and you have to say, quiero 4 tacos on everything. Okay, if you can't, you don't have to say that. You don't know what real good tacos taste like. But if you think that Taco Bell is the best taco place out there, then you haven't done your research. And that's the same thing. Like, guys, if you like, you gotta see what's out there. You gotta spin plates. No, that doesn't mean you have to bang every plate that you're spinning. Okay, that doesn't necessarily. Yes, your notch count matters, but it doesn't matter to that degree. It's the experience. It's the experience. It's engaging with women. It's getting them to that point. Can you get a woman into that point? Like, you could tell her no. Like, shit, I have a shirt and a hat that says no fat chicks for a reason.
Love that. I fucking love that. I have to say that really is the most important piece. Like, and it's sex is not like you need to have sex to like count it. You can go on these dates. You can see how these women treat you. One of the tests that I did with one of the girls that I had come over, because like I'm a big fan of direct to home dates, And so I did a direct to home date at my old place. And I had just finished my laundry and I had left it out for a reason. And I started folding my laundry in front of her to see if she would help. Guess what she did?
She folded those underwears all cute, didn't she?
Nope, she sat there like a fucking bitch. And
What?
I kicked her out. Yep. She watched me fold an entire thing of laundry without even offering to help. I didn't care if she helped or not.
You
But
were seeing this. You were seeing her willingness.
Yeah,
I was
trying to see how she would react. Those are the simple things that you need to test these women on when you're trying to vet properly.
What did Rolo say he would do? He said he would meet a girl at a club and he would like ask her to hold his drink when he was about to do a set. And if she was interested, she would still like either get him another drink because it would water down or something, or she would have his drink with him ready for him or something like that.
I have to say, like, even along that line, I think I was listening to Tristan mentioning this the other day when he brought Fresh and Fit out to one of the clubs. I think it was Tristan. But no. I was listening to Sterling say this, where like the girls he sees, like they will like once the drink gets down low, they'll go ahead and raise it.
Yep.
And dude, that is exactly how my girl is. You want a girl to treat you that way because I treat her the same way. I treat her with the same level of respect, but I expect something in return. And you need to make sure that you have that in your relationships. That's proper vetting.
Yeah, no, like guys, it really. Okay, the problem with the one night is, okay, this is. Let me tell you something. All women are not the damsel in distress at the top of the castle waiting for a knight to come save them. That's being guarded by a monster. Sometimes these bitches are the monster. Okay, and then you will end up being the damsel in distress. Okay, you go in there trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, think that, I'm going to go in there and rescue this girl. And next thing you know, you are at the top of the tower asking your boys to help you because you need rescuing. All right. So you guys got to get that mindset out of your head that these women are, all needing rescuing. No, most of these women know exactly what they're doing and they're putting themselves right in the position that they are because they want to be in it. It's just easier for them. So you have to vet them better. And that's where spinning plates comes into practice. It's like the more plates you spin, the more experience you have with women, then the more you could pick up on the nuances and the bullshit and the games that women play. And then you could easily cipher through them a lot better. All right. And it's when you don't cipher through them is when you have this Oneitis effect. Okay. Rich Cooper says, she's not yours, it's just your turn. Oh yeah, what Coco said. Pull up what Coco said. This is hilarious. I would intentionally leave my apartment trashed for her. If I knew she was coming over, like I would intentionally leave it trashed. There would be dishes in the sink, there'd be clothes on the floor. Okay,
dude, I swear to God, any women watching this, and if you've gotten this far, this is how you fucking keep a man. I swear.
Let me tell you, it wasn't always intentionally. I was working swings at the prison at the time. I was a corrections officer. So I'll go in at 10, get off at 2 in the morning or something like that. Yeah, 10 to 2. Yeah, 2 in the morning, and I'll be exhausted. And I'll be just like, oh, here we go. I don't want to have to like clean up or anything. But you know what? I already knew she was coming over. She was gonna come over and make me breakfast, so she might as well clean while she's there. No, I'm kidding. Yep, she would even food prep for me. Like, I'm serious telling you guys, like I don't have it bad. I really don't. I can't complain because like I don't even have to cook for myself. Okay, like I don't. She meal preps for me. She does my laundry. Like I just got to bring in the bacon.
It's fucking beautiful. Well, Glenn, we're coming up on time here.
Yeah,
I want to hand the last off to you, and then I'm going to make a quick announcement the first time I'm going to be sharing it with anybody publicly.
All right. So you guys, I just want to bring this up real quick that spin plates, have options. Don't settle for the first girl that gives you a little action. It sets yourself up for failure. And you know what? Look for the red flags. If these women are throwing more red flags than a communist parade, then you need to jump ship. She's not the one. Or put her in the back burner until she learns her lesson, not to be so communist like. And in doing so, you're setting yourself up to have a better relationship. Excuse me. You're also, you are making her qualify to you. And too often guys try to qualify to women, and not saying you're not supposed to, but guess what? She has to qualify to you too. What did she say? Hold on.
It's a very good point. She's saying, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I want women to know this is what you do for men that are worth it, because they will take care of you. It's our role. Men and women have different roles, and that's okay. Doesn't mean one's better than the other. They're both
Yep.
beautiful in their own right.
Yep. They are both beautiful in their own way. So again, like, ladies, play your position. Men, play your position. And the only time shit gets out of whack, the only time you got to start worrying about boss bitches is when you are not playing your position and she feels the need that she has to be the boss now.
Fantastic.
But you know what? Go ahead and drop your thing, because you're about to drop this. Aren't you guys getting ready to launch your website for your thing?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and share that with everybody. So just got off the phone with some people this morning. We're going to be doing some promotional streams this week. Andre and I are coming together with changes in the game, texting and mindset mastery. It's going to be a 4-week course where every Tuesday is going to be focused on mindset. Every Thursday is going to be focused on technicals, where I'm going to give you live examples for myself and other clients on how to actually make it happen, and then lead you into a weekend where you can fucking kill it. And then after that, we come back into more of a mindset focused Tuesday course, where we reflect on what we've done and how to make it even better. And we go from 0 to 100 really fucking fast. So we are going to be going on with Donovan Sharp on Wednesday. That's going to be the official launch of enrollment. And then we have a lot of other guests that are going to be happening throughout the rest of the weekend. So enrollment's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and closing on Sunday. And this is going to be really cool. This is going to be really cool. And I think it's like a perfect meld of, like, okay, we can do like the technicals, fundamental, like, guys are problem solvers, but combining that with actually like exploding your mind and making sure that you have the right headspace to actually kill it. And you'll see on some of these streams that we do, we're going to explain the story of where this actually was birthed from, because I had no idea, but a lot of my clients then went to Andre, and a lot of Andre clients went to me, and they kind of melded together because there were two pieces to a puzzle that they couldn't figure out. And even if they had one right, they were still missing another. And then once they worked with both of us, game over. It's actually kind of disgusting, some of the things that people have sent me.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the after hour show. And you guys, just so you guys know, Thor and I have some things going. We're in the works. We're probably gonna be going to Vegas here in about a month or so. We're gonna be shooting toward the end of October for the month of Vegas. But I got a question. If you guys want to see the Dragon ship in person, I need you guys to leave us a comment, hit up Thor, say you want to get a get together with the Dragon ship, because we would love to make that happen for you guys.
I think that would be badass for all of us to be in studio together.
No, not in studio. We do a meet and greet.
Oh yeah. That would be, no, that's badass.
And we could re-record it. I have the people with cameras, so I'm in the industry, so I could get the camera set up, the lighting, everything set up, but we could just do a live show with our audience, at an event. And I think we should do that. I do have a Discord Simply Deep, but I don't really ever do anything with it. I don't even get on it. Like I think I have it for the Red Pills Lion NFT chat group, but I don't really do anything with it. But definitely, guys, let's get back to topic. If you definitely want to jump on that course with Huds and Andre, all right, these guys have been busting their ass putting this program together for you guys. And if you got somebody like Donovan Sharp going to be co-signing it, that means something. That means it's the real deal. Yes, Riley, we know you part of the dragon ship, buddy. Just grab an oar, keep on rowing. Do your thing. And if you guys want to see us together in person at an event, let Thor know. We're just gonna put it on Thor.
Let's make him do all the work.
Let Thor know you want the dragon ship in person. We will make sure it happens. I mean, I could hear him yelling from an hour and a half away from me right now. What are you doing? Yeah.
No, but we'll make it happen. We are Thor's right-hand men, and we make sure that whatever needs to happen will happen. So, absolutely.
And if you guys like the content that Huds and I are bringing, please leave a comment. It helps in the algorithm. Like this video, subscribe to both the channels, drop a comment on both videos and both channels. It really helps the algorithm and it helps us. It lets us know that we're doing what you guys want us to do. And if you guys have topics you want us to talk about, please either email us, leave them in the comment section. We'll get to them. We love interacting with you guys. We love working with you guys. This is what we do. We want to help men become better. And yeah, we love to do this. So let's just keep this going.
Fuck yeah, man.
And no fat chicks.
I love Whale Wars. Come on, man.
Bro, we've already discussed this. I am too shallow. I live in the shallow end of the pond. All right.
Oh man. Well, anyways, guys, everything that Glenn said, thank you all again. There's gonna be a lot more coming soon. Signing off. Talk soon.
Doses.